This one West world.
I guess I should ride with Lex.
They talk about man. Oh no. Yo, it's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to wrong, right, get another legacy.
If you gotta do the shit, when I do it carefully. You can lose everything you own over jealousy. When I met her, I ain't never sweat her, I just let her breathe. See you down, keep my foot on you, that's not my pedigree. At your throat, I done took an oath, I pray I never leave. I'm a different guy, you're surprised, tucked in my sleeve. Boy, you fucking stupid, sold your seat for some bloody beef. True nation, cut the conversation, better keep it brief.
It's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy.
It's about time, send them curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. Confusion gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. It's about time, send them curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. Confusion gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. They don't wanna know, we tell them, they just won't believe. It's about the journey, I ain't worried, moving at my speed. Saying we ain't much to be desired, gotta disagree. Starting one of mine, then we spinning like rotisserie. Go against the odds, I'm ready, this another victory. Cut different, niggas moving foul, where the referee. Moving like the military, something they ain't never seen. One West world for the people, this is what they need.
It's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy.
It's gonna save all them tapes right there. Yo. And then the reading right here is she asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely. 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 And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me. Best salute me. Absolutely. She asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me. Best salute me, absolutely, absolutely.
Bible in my right and a chopper in my other hand.
Everybody is trying to find and recreate their identity of so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Every few years, black people get a new identity.
America wants the black man, the Latino man, the Native American man to his blood, sweat, and tears. They work us to the damn bone.
Come and pay a visit for your last air. I'm truly up. Make a move unless we tune you up. Absolutely, man, we know you cause you ain't fooling us. But don't think this is trying to cool it up.
This whole world was made for blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And the other nations know it. And because the other nations know it, they make sure to keep us underneath them. But for the fifth angel of the Lord, come upon you, black man, Native American Indian man, Hispanic man. You understand? It's about to get oppressive out here. You only have I know, man. You only have I know of all the families on the earth, man. Right? You only have I know, man. So therefore, he will punish us for all of our iniquities, which is our sins, man. Going out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of Jerry Hunt. We are not affiliated with any fake Israelite groups or anybody else. Today, we're bringing out the truth of the Bible, that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Jews that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
He gon' spot you, then get you. You don't speak about it, it's not an issue. This one West world got a ring to it. I married the truth, put a ring to it.
She asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely. 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 And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me. Best salute me. Absolutely. She I'm a prophet? I said absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me. Best salute me, absolutely, absolutely.
We working on it.
You gotta cut yours down.
How about this?
How about now? Let's see. All right, can y'all hear us now? Let's see. Let's see. If you can get a one.
Let's get a flame emoji, a one or a flame emoji if you can hear us now.
We fixed some stuff. Like I got.
I see.
There we go. All right. Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ.
There we go. Most High in Christ. We're gonna do that again. we're gonna do that all over again then, since y'all can hear us now. We're gonna give a courtesy salute to all the brothers, all the Akim that's out there. I got flame emojis, I got 1W's in there. Y'all rock a thumb to all the Akim that's joining us, and to all the Aquafian, y'all was a thumb by Shem Yahushua. All the Aquafian that's out there joining us. This is the Lashawan Qadash class. You know what I'm saying? Clap it up. Clap it up. This is the Lashawan Qadash class. You are not seeing double on your screen. You ain't seeing double on your screen. You know what I'm saying? We are together. You know what I'm saying? Like Batman and Robin. Right. Batman and Robin. You know what I'm saying? Unlike the Superman movie that these devils is mad about. Devils is mad about it. I can't wait till it come out. I think it dropped today, matter of fact. I ain't been so excited to see a movie. So it dropped today on the 11th. I will be watching that for free later on. You know what I'm saying? For free. I ain't that excited about it. I'm not gonna pay for it. I ain't gonna pay for it. I'm gonna hit this X right here on my screen. Okay, most I cry. Oh yeah, that's just that, you know, it's different with the Instagram. Sometimes it works sometimes. But we on live on Instagram. We on live everywhere. We good to go. This is the Lashawan Qadash class. I got off some 1,000 Matazah Karad next to me. We're gonna get it in. The wild of everybody joining us. We're gonna throw a link inside of the chat. This is the Lash. You got it, Most High Christ. This is the Lashawan Qadash class. We do this class a little bit differently. With this class here, we like for people to join on, even if it's not visually, audibly join on. You know what I'm saying? Look, Aqua Friday is on it. She done threw up the cat.
Yeah, she put a link.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So that way you can get practice of actually pronouncing, speaking, us talking to one another with the Lashawan Qadash, with the Hebrew. Right. Before slavery, before we got off those slave ships, we had a language. And when I say that, if you are FBAs out there watching, I'm not talking to just you proud Black American. I'm not talking to just you. I'm talking to the Haitians. I'm talking to the brothers from the West Indian, the Caribbean islands, the Dominicans, the Puerto Ricans, and I'm talking to the Latinos, the Mexicans, and the Native American Indian brothers. So they were the first ones to go on the slave ships. And we all had a language before we were invaded by these colonizers, by the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? We learned English from the oppressor. Right. We learned Spanish from the oppressor. You learn French from the oppressor. Whatever you speak, I guarantee you, that didn't come from the Most High. That's not the language that you originally spoke. And the only reason we speak these languages is, again, we all suffer from Stockholm Syndrome and oppression. Mm-hmm. Because of oppression. This is why we speak the languages that we speak. So for all the brothers and sisters that are joining us, we come in here to do what the Bible says, to study, to show ourselves approved. We come in here to rehearse the righteous acts. We come in here to learn who we are, to regain our heritage and our culture. And that's what the Lashawan Qadash class is all about. Tonight, tonight, when we get to the scripture portion, we're going to be reading from Exodus chapter 37, verse 22. Exodus chapter 37, verse 22. And prior to that, we're sticking with the reviews, you know what I'm saying? We're going to do a little bit of colors. We're going to do some colors tonight. And other than that, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Unless you got something. We started a little late tonight. Salaki.
Did.
Started a little late tonight.
A few technical difficulties, but as we always say, make sure everybody taking your notes, reviewing your notes, confirming your notes, and ask questions. We like to make these classes as interactive as possible. So you need anybody to slow down, speed up, all of that. Just say so. All right.
Most High Christ. And again, so with that being said, I guess we can jump right into it then. We can jump right into it. What we're going to do is we're going to go through the alphabet first, the foundation first, the characters. Once we do that, everybody that we have on stage, we go ahead and bring them up. Okay. All right, so the link is in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Again, if you can join on, come on, by all means, come on and jump on up in here. And we're going to get it on. All right, so we're going to start with our characters first. We're going to do one of these classes, like the history of the brotherhood class. I don't know what the schedule is.
History of the brotherhood?
One of them, yeah. We're going to do one because we can be a little bit more free with those. I think it won't be as structured. You know what I'm saying? It won't be as structured.
That would be too much.
I can go off on these damn devils like I want to. I said, man, it's not, but there's so much going on, man. But that's another class. Class. But you know what I'm saying? You gotta stay focused. We're already behind on time. All right, 7:40. Let's get it. All right, so if you can bring the screen up, do I? Oh, I do got it. I do have it. I do. So what I'm going to do is, since I don't need half my screen, let's go here. My stuff looks so different at the bottom. I'm used to words. It's all good.
Oh yeah, I see that too.
Oh, you see the people join now?
Yeah,
that's what I was telling you about last time. So now you can control. You see it? If you click on it, yeah, you're official now. Yeah. That's what I was trying to explain to you last time. What we had. All right. So what I'm going to do is we're going to start with the alphabet or our characters first. Let's go ahead and get that pulled up for you. I don't do it. Let's do this. Let's see if this works. Interesting. See if this works. Yeah, the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speak. Everything is moving slow, but we're gonna get through it. Just hit that. It should have popped up. That was froze.
All right, you might need me to pull it up.
Yeah, it is showing up today.
All right,
look now it pops up.
Ooh.
Hold on.
Take that much time.
What yours had up to?
Yeah.
Everybody.
No, I'm just talking about y'all.
Oh, yours came right on up?
Yeah.
It does. See that?
Wow, I'm gonna pull it up. You think you got it?
I hope so. We're gonna find out. Nah, I don't.
No,
definitely go ahead and run. Look, it's.
Yeah. Okay. No,
yeah, it's
all right.
Exactly. I'm up here. I'm in Back to the Future on my screen. Your screen looking good. I'm moving all fast, like I'm on them giblets. You know what I'm saying over here? Yeah.
Not the giblets.
Yeah. So that's. Once you put it up, I'll narrate.
I got you.
I'll narrate.
Word.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Share.
Okay, then look. Then it pops up. So, most sign prayer. Okay, bad. Most sign prayer. All right, so we're gonna start with the characters. Again, alphabet, or we're used to saying alphabet. It's pictorial. It has meaning to it. So it's a little bit more than just the alphabet. This is the foundation of our language, right? So our first one we have is I. You have I on your left in the ancient, and you have I on your right in the Assyrian. Now that I stands for alap, or cow, or cattle. All right, alap or cow or cattle is what that stands for. If you were to take that image and rotate it 90 degrees this way, I don't know if we left or right on the screen, so I'm just gonna say this way. It would look like the head of of a cattle. And again, everything that you see, or the majority of the stuff that you see throughout that Bible, is going to have references to farming or agriculture or husbandry, because that was just our culture. You know what I'm saying? That was our culture. That's how we understood things. Also, it was a good example of how we are so disconnected from who we are now. Most of us ain't seen no animals unless we go to the zoo on that school trip. And if you was acting up that day before, you couldn't even go to the zoo. You know what I'm saying? Our sisters was running and crying from trying to scream or feed to go for the little food and shit. They lick their hand. We lose our mind. You know what I'm saying? Because we're so disconnected from that. But that's our heritage and that's our culture. Right. So I stands for a lot. You have, again, on the ancient, on the left you have the ancient, and on the right you have the Assyrian. You go to the next one. All right. Next up is going to be the Ba. You have Ba on your left in the ancient, Ba on your right in the Assyrian. The Ba stands for Bayah, or tent. Tent. We used to dwell in tents. Not all of us lived in tents, but we used to live in tents at one point. So Bayah stands for tent. When they talk about blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians are all Israelites, right? So over here, some of us dwelt in tents, even our Native American Indian brothers. But some of us lived in brick houses, what they call adobe brick. I remember making that in school, them adobe bricks. You know what I'm saying? So again, everything that they get civilization-wise, that all comes from us. But Bayah is tent or house. All right, we can go to the next one. All right. Next up is going to be the God. You have God on your left in the ancient, and you have God on your right in the Assyrian. That God stands for Gamal or camel. Gamal or camel. Again, it's foreign to us now, but that's our heritage, that's our culture. We come from the Middle East. You may be one of these brand new Negroes. You know what I'm saying? One of these brand new Negroes, you know what I'm saying, who are so Americanized, but we come from the Middle East. And even that term, Middle East, even that term is a made-up term. It's a made-up term. The oppressor, the devil, the colonizer, drew lines all over the place and said this was this and that was that. This the Middle East and this and none of that is what's inside of that Bible. None of that is. Right. So God is Gamal or camel, and again, that's something that was very familiar to us before. All right, we go to the next one. Next up is going to be the Da. It's going to be the Da. You have Da on your left in the ancient. You have Da on your right in the Assyrian. Whenever we get to the Da, I always love to show. I only got to show my shield on the right behind me, right? I ain't used to this. I'm used to being in virtual world, right? I'm used to being in the multiverse. I ain't used to this, but right behind me, you got the perfect depiction of the Da, the Dawadah. The Dawadah, which is just King David's name, his insignia. I don't care what them fools online say. Well, I had a brother tell me last night, why you worshiping Saturn? Why you had to start? You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all my full response that I gave him. But everything was stolen from us. Right. Just like this shield you see behind me, that was stolen as well. They called it a star, but the Bible don't call it a star. The Bible says that a circle of gas, a ball of gas is a star. All right, this is just the Dawadah. King David's name is insignia. You have the Da on your left in the ancient and the Da on the right in the Assyrian. And again, this is the Magan Dawadah that you see behind us. We can go to the next one. Okay. As much as they try to lie on Christ. They try to lie on Joseph not being a daddy. Joseph was a daddy. He's a descendant, you know what I'm saying, of King David. That's why we rock this shield, and that's why Christ sits on that throne. All right. Next up is going to be the Ha. It's going to be the Ha. You have Ha on your left in the ancient, and you have Ha on your right in the Assyrian. All right. That Ha stands for Hana. Salaki. I didn't even. Da stands for the laugh or door. Salaki. I didn't even say that before. I was so wrapped up into the shield. I didn't even say that. But Da stands for the laugh or door. Ha stands for Hana or behold. Hana or behold. All right. You have Ha on your left in the ancient, and Ha on your right in the Assyrian. We go to the next character. All right. Next up is going to be the Wa. It's going to be the Wa. You have Wa on your left in the ancient, Wa on your right in the Assyrian. Wa stands for Wawa, not the gas station, but fish hook. Wawa or fish hook. We fish, we hunt, we lived off the land, we grew animals, milk, hide, or so forth, leather. All of that comes from us. So when they lie and tell you that you are an African, When they lie and tell you that you come from Akon's people, you know what I'm saying? That's an absolute lie. That's why they always hungry. We don't have to worry about food because we live off the land that comes from us. It's our culture.
It's a lot if I could.
Go ahead.
That video you showed me earlier, what platform is that on?
That's on all of our platforms.
All of our platforms.
That's on YouTube, on TikTok.
It's not out there yet?
It's out there.
Okay, Most High Christ. It is out there. So what y'all are going to see, what we're referring to is a video of Akon. And he's in an interview and he's speaking about the differences between black people, so-called African Americans, and Africans, because even he understands that we are not the same people. He's talking about the difference. Now, because he's African, he makes it sound wonderful at first to be African, but Officer Yagadar and all of his expertise and his effectiveness with these videos, it's extremely entertaining to see the difference between what Akon says and what they actually do. But again, even he knows that we are not the same people. So
now, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. Then people can't stand us. You see it all throughout the video and all throughout our culture. When we're going through these characters, this is our culture. This is who we are. For us to have to go to the grocery store, depend on this devil for everything, for every morsel of food you put into your mouth, for everything that you drink, for every thread that you put on your body, those are just the curses that's in the Bible. That's Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28 said that we were going to have to depend on them for everything. And that's what that is. That's exactly what that is. You know what I'm saying? So, Tawada, for you pointing it out, y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, all the different videos. Y'all go on these platforms and, you know what I'm saying, again, leave your comments. Sisters, y'all can't teach, but you can damn sure comment. you can comment. You're going to see Karen and Ken all up in there talking crazy. Why? Because they have but a short time, like the Bible says, and this thing is wrapping up. It's wrapping up, and it's very important to show just how much of a family we are, so our brothers and our sisters have an alternative to that lying Christian church, to that lying Muslim mosque, to those things that destroy us. You know what I'm saying? So the water for the other one. We can go to the next character. All right, next one up is going to be the Zah. It's going to be the Zah, not to be confused with none of your expensive marijuana, because we ain't supposed to be smoking. We ain't supposed to be smoking or doing none of those things. You know what I'm saying? That Zah stands for Zion or weapon. Zion or weapon. You have a Zah on your left in the ancient, and then a Zah on your right in the Assyrian. And again, another foreshadowing or another more evidence of our culture. That whole hold hands, let them spit in your face, spit in your food, knock the food off the lunch counter, stick the dogs on you, beat them with the water hoses. You know, that ain't our culture.
Right.
Then the Lord ain't never told us to go out like that. You know what I'm saying? Exodus 15:3 says the Lord is a man of war. That's our culture. That's our culture. And that Zah stands for Zion or weapon. One of the brothers in the school, he ain't checked in yet. Officer Yabakai. Every time I see Zah and Zion, I think about this young man. You know what I'm saying? Zion. It's such a wonderful name. You know, and even his older son. You know what I'm saying? Solomon. Shout out, yeah. Even his older one as well. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see them soldiers mature and grow up in this truth. You know what I'm saying? Right. So the water for that, we're going to move on to the next one. Right. Next character is going to be the Cha. The Cha. Stand right the second time.
Excellent.
You know what I'm saying? You have Cha on your left in the ancient, and then Cha on your right in the Assyrian. All right. That Cha stands for Kawama'ah or fence. Kawama'ah or fence. One of the bedrock ISUPK scriptures is going to be Jeremiah 14:2. Jeremiah 14:2 talks about the gates thereof language, the fence, the gates, the protection, the barrier. We were supposed to have a barrier around us. Look, now it's finished. We were supposed to have a barrier around us. You know what I'm saying? A gate of protection to protect us and keep every and anything from coming up in here. Mm-hmm. The problem with us now, we allow everybody to quote unquote be black. If the white boy at the party know two Jay-Z lyrics. Oh, everybody at the party love him. Oh, no, he cool, he good. He can come to the cookout. But that's not our culture. You know what I'm saying? That's not our culture, and that's not safe. The reason why you see so many terrible, despicable things happen to us now, because we don't have any barriers up. Imagine if you didn't have no doors, no locks on your doors, or no doors on your house, period. Mm-hmm. How would you protect anything inside of that house? How would you protect your sons? How would you protect your daughters? You wouldn't be able to, because it's wide open for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So again, that Cha stands for Chawo Ma'ah, or fence. We can move on to the next one. All right, next up is going to be the Ta. It's going to be the Ta. You have Ta on your left in the ancient, and you have Ta on your right. Ta on your right. I'm trying not to read Aqua Bride's comment yet because she's going to give me sidetracked. Ta on your right of the Assyrian. Ta stands for Tanah, or basket. All right, okay, bet. Aqua Bride said, like sinners around, those others in. That is a great example. I finally did go ahead and watch it. I watched it for free. I did like it.
So like, hold on, what are we talking about?
Oh, her comment was like allowing them sinners in. We're talking about.
Oh, I got you. Oh, I missed the first part. I saw like the movie.
No, I knew it was. That's why I tried to get through time first. But she is absolutely correct. She's absolutely correct. I knew exactly what it was, but I didn't have to see
right.
But you know what I'm saying? She's absolutely correct with that. And again, we were supposed to not allow everybody and everybody to get up in there. You know what I'm saying? We see you Aqua Thara Pa'a, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. That's what we didn't do. We didn't go through and do a roll call with everybody. So what we'll do is before we bring everybody up on the stage, I'll go through and you know what I'm saying, we'll make sure we acknowledge everybody that's in here tonight. You know what I'm saying? So the water for that Aqua Thara Pa'a. But that's absolutely correct. In that movie. I waited for a minute. You know, I don't like to jump on the bandwagon. You might call old Officer Yagada a hater. You might, and I might be proud of it.
You wouldn't be wrong if you might.
I might be a little proud of it when you say it. You know what I'm saying? But I did enjoy the movie. You know what I'm saying? But she's absolutely correct. Us allowing any and everybody in, and that's just life. Period. You can't allow everybody access to yourself.
Correct.
That's just not a safe thing to do. You know what I'm saying? You just can't do that. You can't do that on the damn slavery. You can't do that within your family. If you in here in this UPK and you learning this truth, but everybody in your family not going to be receptive to it.
That's right.
They're not going to be receptive to it. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to understand why you're not learning that old dead language. They're not going to understand that. They're not going to be receptive to why. What you mean Mexicans is my brothers and my. They're not going to be receptive to that. So you can't allow everybody access to. You know what I'm saying? So she's absolutely correct with that. That Ta stands for Tanah, or basket. You know what I'm saying? Tanah, or basket, a store. We used to have our own stores.
Mm-hmm.
We had a whole bunch of stores. And you know when we lost all those stores? Civil rights. Why? Because civil rights was integration, and we allowed everybody to come in, and we lost everything that we had as a result of it. You know what I'm saying? We can go to the next one.
I'll be right back.
Take your time. Next one is going to be the Yah. It's going to be the Yah. We have Yah on your left in the ancient. And you have Yah on your right in the Assyrian. Now, Yah stands for Yad, or hand. Yad, or hand. If you've ever been in any of our events or even watched the Ibadah Shabat, you know what I'm saying? You would hear us say Yad Yamatah, which means hands down. All right? Hands down. All right, so that Yah stands for Yad, or hand. All right, next up.
I got you.
Good.
Yeah.
I can make it work. Next up is going to be the Ka. You have Ka on your left in the ancient. You have Ka on your right in the Assyrian. Now that Ka on the Assyrian, you'll see it has two different characters. Reason being, there's going to be 5 characters in our alphabet, or our foundation, right? They're going to have 2 characters associated with them instead of the one. That Ka that's on the bottom, that bottom right hand, that Ka, that's going to be the Ka you will find at the end of a word. The Ka that you will find at the end of the word. So if it's anywhere else inside of that word, it'll be the one that you see at the top. If it's at the end of a word, it'll be that Ka that's on the bottom right hand corner. And that Ka stands for Kop, or palm. Kop, or palm. If you look at your palm and look at that Ka on the left in the ancient, it's going to be very similar to that design, or that representation you see on your palm. It's going to look very similar to that. Everybody's different. There ain't no heart lines and love lines and all that garbage that they teach you from the oppressor. But that's where they get that. That's where they get that from. You get your palm. All right, we go to the next one. It's amazing how much stuff we've made superstitious.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Just based off basic knowledge, your astrology, your zodiac sign, all of that garbage that they teach us was just basic knowledge to us before. And go ahead.
I remember being a kid. Now some of us, y'all not gonna remember this, right? Depending on what your age is. I'm telling my age, but some that are right along, closer to my age, remember when you used to buy this little furry thing on the keychain.
Rabbit's foot.
Damn rabbit's foot was supposed to be for good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to be for good luck.
One lucky for that rabbit.
And I thought that at some point, I was like, wait a minute. If this rabbit got caught, lost at least 1 foot.
Like out of all the rabbits out there, he was the most unluckiest rabbit.
That was the unluckiest rabbit.
Unluckiest
but
rabbit.
it's supposed to be lucky to
for
put
you.
it in your pocket. Right?
But that's the oppressor's culture, though. Even when you say that, you know what I'm saying? We're laughing about it, but that's their culture. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You think about all they've gotten from America. When you really look at how big this place is, it shouldn't be no arguments about immigration. It shouldn't be no arguments about none of it because America is only 60% full, which means you got 40% just vacant and empty, and nobody's there. It shouldn't even be no argument over no damn immigration.
Exactly.
The only reason is because of how much of a gritty bastard they are, and they blame. We the scapegoat for everything. We the reason. Every time they steal and take from you, they blame you for doing it. That's all. Mm-hmm. But it's no money shortage here. They print their own money. Exactly. You know, ain't no damn money shortage. Ain't no land shortage here. You got us living on top of each other like roaches. Ain't no land shortage here. You feel me? So what you said is absolutely correct. You know, took the damn rabbit's foot. Rabbit got caught. You know, took his foot. But it's gonna be lucky for you. Just like when they took our land, and took our language, and took our culture, and took our heritage. It was lucky for them, not for us. We the rabbit in that situation. We walking around here 1-footed. Sad part about it though, we got the rabbit foot chain. We got the chain, mm-hmm. Because we happy to be Americans. We happy to be part of their culture, and that's what we have got to change. It's time to wake up. If you are Black, Latino, or Native American Indian, that word, that lie you see up there, lie stands for lamad or learn. It's time for you to learn who you are. It's time for you to learn who your enemies are. You know what I'm saying? You have lie on your left in the ancient, and then lie on your right in the Assyrian. It's time for you to learn the Lashawan Qadash.
Damn right.
It's time for you to learn the Lashawan Qadash. For so long, because our Latino brothers and sisters spoke Spanish, it shielded them from a lot of this foolishness in America. Not all of it, no. but it gave them some sort of a installation, a little bit of protection. Mm-hmm. But now that's gone away. That's eroded as well, because now this devil is showing you just who he is. He's showing you exactly who he is. It's time for us to realize that strength in having something that they don't have. You feel me? And coming back to this language, but this is something that the Lord gave to us. You know what I'm saying? Gave to us. Most time cracked the water for the aqua, and we got. Well, I ain't did a. I called y'all because jump in today. Yeah, you know, habitually it's like, we got right up in here. Right. You know, so we're going to go to the next one. All right. You know what I'm saying? Again, that link is inside the chat for any brothers and sisters that can join. That link is inside the chat. We have Ma on your left in the ancient. Then we have Ma on your right in the Assyrian. That Ma on your right in the Assyrian got two characters. That one at the bottom right-hand corner, that's going to be the Ma that's at the end of a word. The Ma that's at the end of a word. All right. Then Ma stands for mayam or water. Mayam or water. Our people are dying of thirst. Dying of thirst. And I ain't talking about that water you get from the stove. I'm talking about that water that's truth. There's truth. We are dying of thirst because we don't know the truth of this Bible. When Christ talks about that everlasting water, you're not going to have to thirst no more. You come up in here, you ain't got to worry about being thirsty no more. You got to worry about nobody spinning you or lying to you or tricking you. You're going to know the truth. Truth ain't always true. Sometimes that water's hot. You know, like you've been sitting in a car. Sometimes that water a little warm. Sometimes it's so cold, you know what I'm saying, it make your teeth rattle. It's so damn cold. But it's still going to be that water, and it's still going to be that truth. You know what I'm saying? Ma stands for mayam or water. We can go to the next one. All right. Next one is going to be the Na. It's going to be the Na. You have Na on your left in the ancient. You have Na on your right in the Assyrian. Two characters for the Assyrian form of it. That Na stands for Nawan or sprout. Nawan or sprout. All right. When you see new things sprout into the earth, that's how you know it's the new year. Everything is about this oppressor's a lie. Everything about this American nightmare that we live in is a lie. Everything about their heritage and their culture is a lie. You feel me? I think I saw a picture today where on Donald Trump on Truth Social, they got Donald Trump in the red and red, blue, and yellow jumpsuit and Superman.
Well, that's a lot.
Yeah. Really.
The first time he was president, remember they put him up there as Rambo. Remember that, John? Put him on top of Rambo's body, as fat and flabby as he
He
is.
did dodge the bullets, though. He did dodge the bullets. You know what I'm saying? I think what they just know, they just nominated him for a Nobel Peace Prize. Everything about these people in their culture is deceptive in a lie. And that's why we call them the devil. That's why the Bible calls them the devil. When we say they are the devil that the Bible speaks of, that word devil just means deceiver. The whole world believes Christ is a white man. And even for the ones that try to halfway read, what they say, well, he's Middle Eastern. He's right. When you try to take over Gaza, look, you try to take over Gaza and make Gaza a damn resort, but he's Middle Eastern.
He's Middle Eastern.
You know, if he was Middle Eastern, he wouldn't be happy with what's going on in Gaza right now. If he was, that's how that goes to show they don't believe that it's real.
He's olive color.
Yeah, he's olive. I ain't only olive is green and black.
Green and black. Ain't nobody walking around green.
If it was, they would have green folks chained up right now. They'd be kicking their ass out the country.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So again, that not stands for not one or sprout. Not one or sprout. And we just celebrated the Passover not too long ago. That's the new year. When you see new things sprout out of the earth, you know what I'm saying? We can move on to the next one. But again, that just to go to show you the wisdom that the Most High gave us versus this foolishness that we believe in now. Next one is going to be the Sa. You have Sa on your left in the ancient, and you have Sa on your right in the Assyrian. That Sa stands for Samat or establish. Samat or establish. All right. We can move on to the next one.
All right.
Next up is going to be the I. Now, this is the only character that doesn't have that I, that constant, that I sound to it. And it's not You say Captain, now the Zach going to be on your neck. It ain't It's I. It doesn't have that I sound to it, all right? And this is going to be I. I on your left in the ancient, I on your right in the Assyrian, and I stands for Ayan. Ayan. You know what I'm saying? Ayan or I. You know what I'm saying? All right, we go to the next one. We're at 8:05. We can run, finish, go ahead and wrap these on up. The next up is going to be the Pa. You have Pa on your left in the ancient. You have Pa on your right in the Assyrian. That Pa stands for Pa or mouth. Pa or mouth. Again, that one on the right has two characters. That Pa at the bottom right is what you'll find at the end of a word. We can go ahead and move on to the next one.
Right.
Every time I see that Pa, you know, I think about Aqua Ride, right? We were going over the words. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to know how you say close your mouth. So, look up cigar for close, right? Look up cigar for cigar paya.
Yep.
Yeah. No. Cigar for ka. Cigar for ka. Or forgot, right? Yeah. Yep. Ka, your mouth.
Yep.
So cigar for ka.
Right.
Look that up for Aqua for I don't know who she was gonna tell to shut their mouth, but she was preparing for whatever it came up. She was gonna be ready. She was gonna be ready. It might have been them folks at the slavery. She gonna let them know the slavery and say it in Hebrew.
How you do it? That way they can't come.
They can't take it to HR then. You know what I'm saying? You can't take it to HR. Say shit in Hebrew. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? You don't know.
Look them straight in their face and smile.
All right. Next up is the Tazah. We have Tazah on your left in the ancient, and then Tazah on your right in the Assyrian. Tazah has two characters as well. Looks very similar to the I. But Tazah stands for side. All right, Tazah or side. All right. We're gonna go to the next one. Next up is gonna be.
I just scrolled in.
No, right on time. Right on time. But you will learn inside. We develop symbiotic relationships inside of this truth, right? You come into this truth, and you will develop symbiotic relationships with your brothers and your sisters, and we all end up thinking the same. So, like when you hear them Christians lie on Christ, and be like, well, Christ said that him and God was one.
Right.
He was saying they were one because they had one mind. You know what I'm saying? After he passed, the disciples developed that same one mind. You know what I'm saying? We right there together.
I don't know if the term you've heard Captain not just like the Shaw use occasionally. Because he's called it nigga leopard. Damn it, listen.
That's the class, bro.
Listen, we have a whole class of that.
That's the class, bro. Nigga leopard.
Nigga leopard.
That's the class right there.
But that is being on one accord, being on one mission, on one goal.
Which is how we should be.
Absolutely.
Which is how we should be. When you talk about it take a village to raise, you know why we was able to raise them with a village? We had nigga leopard. You know what I'm saying? I wish you would be stealing. What you mean you stealing? I know your mama gonna go for that. Come here. I got something for you real quick before you get down there. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we should be as a nation. You know what I'm saying? So the next one is Qua. That Qua on your left in the ancient, and then Qua on your right in the Assyrian. That Qua stands for Quam or rise. You hear I say it all the time. Quam Yasha'al. And this is the time. This is the time. Because these devils is rising up. These devils is rising up and letting you know just who the devil is. You know, and it's time for us to rise up as well. And recognize each other as family and join together like family's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? We go to the next one. Next one, we just about there. The next one's gonna be the Ra. You have a Ra on your left in the ancient. You have Ra on your right in the Assyrian, and that Ra stands for Ra'ash or head. Ra'ash or head. The reason why we suffer the way we suffer, we don't have a head anymore. Mind if I take that back? We got a head. Our head is these devils. That's who's the head of us. That's who's in charge of us. That's who we follow. And that's who we listen to. But that's not the way that the Lord designed it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That He didn't make it that way. And we have got to get back to what He made. So we have Ra on your left in the ancient, Ra on your right in the Assyrian, and Ra stands for Ra'ash or head. All right, next up, we got the Shah. We have Shah. You have Shah on your left in the ancient, and Shah on your right in the Assyrian. And that word Shah, that Shah stands for Shan or tooth. Shan or tooth. The way to always remember it, we ain't supposed to celebrate no Halloween, but when you cut out them teeth for that jack-o'-lantern, that pumpkin, that's how I would cut them out with W upside down. That's how I would cut out the teeth in it. So that's how I always remember it.
So like, if I could, they always look like molars to me.
Really? Well, they do. Now that you say that, they do. Like they kind of. Now that you say that, they do. And it stands for Shana too. So that makes more sense. Exactly. Yeah, I had a little bit of Christianity. I had to wipe off. Like just now, y'all just witnessed it. Just now, y'all just saw wiped off me too. You know what I'm saying? Aqua Therapy, YouTube, you know what I'm saying? YouTube, do what you got to do. The oppressors is devil. We better enjoy this internet while we can, because when this thing really goes south, this is going to be going out the window, which is why it's so important to keep them notes. You're going to have notes like Aqua for Aya. You know what I'm saying? They're going to speak about that, Lord willing.
Damn right.
And the scribes going to speak about that. You know, Aqua for Aya. You're going to have notes like, it was just one sister, Aqua for Aya had these notes. They were color-coded. Ayan, they were color-coded. You know, oh no, Kayan's for like it. They were color. That's what we're going over tonight too, the color. They were color-coded and notated and in alphabetical order, the whole nine. Very important for y'all to keep these notes because we won't have all this technology at some point. You know what I'm saying? So Shah stands for Sean or tooth. Next up, last but not least, is going to be the Tha. We have Tha on our left in the ancient, and then Tha on our right in the Assyrian. And that Tha stands for Tha or mark. Tha or mark. All right. Again, when you hear that Tha, that mark, what I always think about is the mark of the beast. And ain't talking about no chip. And ain't talking about no damn chip. Like the chips you got in your bank cards and your Covia card, and your credit card, or your cell phone. You know what I'm saying? Ain't talking about that. It's talking about that Tha, that mark. And the mark of Christianity is you thinking that God loves everybody. You know what I'm saying? You thinking there's nothing wrong with this place. You think you got to fight for you thinking it's okay for you to eat pork, crab, shrimp, lobster. You know what I'm saying? That's that Tha. That's that mark. That's that ideology. You thinking that your heritage and your culture don't matter no more. And we all Americans. We all bleed red. Jesus love everybody. That's the mark of the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? And in here we learning how to erase that. I think that does it. That's it for those. That ain't bad, but you know what I'm saying? You know, off the top, how they say. They ain't too bad off the top.
Job.
They ain't too bad off the top. You know what I'm saying? And for all the officers out there, y'all get ready. You know what I'm saying? I got a strong feeling. That's right. That's what I'm gonna put. We're gonna do a little roll call, see who all we got with us. You know what I'm saying? See all we got with us.
And you want to pull them up when you're at your league?
Yeah, I got you. I can put them up. It should show. I did see Officer Urash as well. I sure did. I did see him. We're gonna do a little roll call before we start putting everybody up. Did it show on mine? You see it on there? Okay, it's just a little delay. Okay, right. We want to shout out Officer 5,000 Urash Mob Yaba Shimya Shabrakata. You know what I'm saying? For so long, held down this Hebrew class, this Lashawan Qadash class. You know what I'm saying? I would never thought in none of my years I would be up here But obviously, your mom saw something, you know what I'm saying? This nigga is a prophet, right? You know, so he's seen some things, and lo and behold, we all here. You know what I'm saying?
And if I could,
go ahead.
Every young man, every trooper, every officer, learn to speak Officer Yaraj very well.
Better.
If I can give you any insight, learn to speak Officer Yaraj very well.
You drop them jewels now.
I'm trying to tell you, he said a lot, and then he said a lot without saying a lot. So, and he's always going to give you a warning, and it may not even sound like one.
Nigga lepathy, you better practice it now while you can.
Damn right. That's all
Shout out to all one for joining us tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like on a side note, I always felt, I know he always watched, but once he log in, I know I bet not only is he watching, but you know, we can ask questions and get live answers right there. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him for being here. And again, you know what I'm saying? He held us down for so long. We are very thankful for it. And that's a testament to everybody. You know what I mean? You may think that nobody's watching. You may think it don't matter you being in this Lashawan Qadash class, but it does matter.
That's right.
It does matter. It matters for the brothers and the sisters that's going to come behind us. It does matter. Absolutely matters. So
and if I could, it matters if I could.
No, you should walk.
It matters for the nation. It matters for the nation. Again, this is part of our culture. This is part of our heritage. But at the same time, when this nation falls, when this kingdom falls, when World War III comes, it is going to be absolutely advantageous for us to be able to communicate across these language barriers. It's going to matter. Mm-hmm. It's going to matter. It's going to be real life. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm giving too much away, but anybody who has gone through Hebrew Academy, a lot of times what we heard is you fight like you train. And this is part of our training for having our nation. This is part of it.
No, sir. Now, you're absolutely correct. You better know what Maha mean. Damn bum, get the drop. Maha. You better know what it mean. You know what I'm saying? You can see that look crazy.
Damn right.
All right, but we're going to shout out Aqua for Aya in the bill. Y'all, what you might about Shimmy Shot. Aqua for Aya joining us. You know what I'm saying? She done threw that cap in that air as well. We got Princess Tazarah with us. I might slow down. We got Princess Tazarah with us as well. Y'all, what you might about Shimmy Shot. You know what I'm saying? We also got young man David in the building. Y'all about Shimmy Shot. Young man David checking in with us as well. You know what I'm saying? We also got, I want to say Officer Yabba. Yep. Officer Yabba checking in. I call that's my nigga Minnie Waters right there. That's my nigga Minnie Waters checking in. You know what I'm saying? Officer Yabba Shima Shabakata. We also got Aqua Tharapa checking in. You know what I'm saying? Yawa Shema, Alathan Bashim Yawa Shah. You know what I'm saying? Checking in from North Philly. I saw some rough videos coming up out of Philly. You know what I'm saying? The water for this truth. You know what I'm saying? The water for
the 4th of July.
Yeah. Dr. White. And it's another class. But we'll talk about it. But the video is so heavy because it compared it to the different videos of, like I said, with Gaza, the stuff going on all around the world. And again, this world is in so much turmoil just because of who's in charge of it.
Right.
Just because of who's in charge of it.
Right.
You feel me? And we don't even realize we living in a third world country right here in America. Mm-hmm. If you Black, Latino, or Native American, and then you ain't no puffy, your money ain't real long like that, you living in a third world country. You just don't realize it. You living in third world conditions.
That's
right now. You remember we was out when you went out of camp with us. We was out of camp in DC.
DC,
Officer Kazakama was on you did see, okay, Mosiah Christ. And he asked the brother, I think they're from Iraq or something. Afghanistan. Afghanistan. And he said he wanted to go back home. Mm-hmm. It was safer back home than it is over here. And we don't even realize that. You know? So, we got Aqua. I'm a checking in. Y'all from out there about you shot. Aqua, I'm a checking in as well. We got Aqua Tower Bob. You know what I'm saying? Y'all from out there about you shot. Aqua Tower Bob checking in. You also got Aqua for not. You know what I'm saying? Hebrew extraordinaire. Aqua for not checking in as well. Y'all Shema the about Shimmy Y'all Shy. The water for everybody that's joined us again. The link is inside the chat. Aqua Ride said her nose will burn so fast. You know, she ain't like she gonna try to strap him up. You can try to hold on.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame me. This some nice notes.
Depending on how, especially with that book, she done put a lot of work
This
in.
some nice notes.
Depending on how quickly World War III come, we all might.
I'm not gonna lie. If I can grab a bottle, if I got a nice bottle, I'm gonna grab the bottle. You know,
you gonna leave the notes.
Well, look, we working on notes. We can all get together. You know what I'm saying? We can work on them notes. We can't produce no bottle though. We can't produce no bottle. You feel me? We got to celebrate. I want to look at the bottom and just sit back like that. Like, you see this shit right here? You see this shit right here? Now, what you have wrote down for I? Right. We can have a note taking session to get, but yeah, you know. But in all seriousness though, you know what I'm saying? This knowledge, that's gonna be what you're gonna be able to hold on to. You feel me? Material things and all that is gonna go away. So when the Bible says to study to show yourself approved, this is what it's about. You know what I'm saying? So again, the water for that. Let's go ahead and get everybody up on the stage then, right? Come. Yep, let's get everybody up on the stage who we got with us. You know what I'm saying? So again, we got Aqua for Aya in building.
Shalom Yahweh Shema Alatan Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shema Alatan Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. You doing Tawab tonight?
I'm Tawab, sir.
Ma
Shalom Ka.
Shalom Yatawab. Mosai Christ. We also got Princess Tazarai in the building.
Shalom Yahweh Shema Alatan Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
Shalom Yahweh Shema Alatan Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Mosai Christ. You know what I'm saying? We also have Princess Tara. She logged in and came back. Mosai Christ.
Shalom Yahweh Shema Alata Bashim Yahweh.
Shalom Yahweh Shema Alata Bashim Yahweh. You ain't out all over the world with your other one tonight. You ain't all over the world with your other one tonight.
You know what I did, sir?
Like the last man.
Oh, you seen the post that he posted, sir?
I sure did. I saw the post. I saw your post with you, other one, and little man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Having a good time out there showing the world how it's supposed to be done.
Salakia, sir. Every time I find matching clothes, you know what he gonna do? He wanna match the clothes I got on.
Ain't no wrong. Ain't no wrong.
That's excellent.
Last, I think it was not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, I had surprised my other one at camp downtown on 12th and Market.
So look, we're gonna be going over color tonight. So when we get to that color, I'm gonna ask you what that color is in Hebrew. Then when we get to that color, then. And I remember what the outfits look like. So we get to that color, we're gonna ask you what that color is then later on. You know what I'm saying? The water for everybody that joined. Like I said, the link is inside the chat. If you're able to jump on. And with that, what we'll do is 8:21. We might want to go straight to colors. What you think? Probably. Let's go ahead and knock these colors out. Let's go. Oh, look, I was looking for the phone. Look, we're gonna go straight to these colors. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go straight to these colors. I think if you share the shit pop up.
Yeah. I'm just trying to make sure my screen is on.
It's all good. Now, for the brothers and sisters that's already kind of been in class, again, we don't have reviews, we don't have tests and quizzes and all that good old stuff. We don't went through it. We'll ask everybody what their favorite color is. Tonight is going to be a little bit more of a review. We're doing somewhat of a little reset just to make sure that new brothers and sisters are more acclimatized with everything. They have a chance to get all these good notes. They got a chance to get them some Aquafra Aya style notes. You know what I'm saying? They got a chance to get all of that. Then it's a good review for everybody else, you know what I'm saying, that's watching as well. As far as utilizing the actual language, the more vocabulary we have, the bigger our vocabulary is, the easier it's going to be for us to kind of incorporate that with what we do on a daily basis. All right. I think last time I was in there, we went over the Blue Letter Bible. You know what I'm saying? We went over the foundation of looking at that Blue Letter Bible, how to pull stuff up. You can also download a keyboard, Hebrew keyboard, on your computer, on your laptop, on your phone. It's a lot easier on your phone. Everybody texts. White man, the devil that the Bible speaks to us, so everybody texts. Everybody uses their phone for any and everything. But we can actually use these smartphones for something smart, like learning our language.
Yeah, right.
So it's very if you can download that Hebrew keyboard, again, that's a very good tool, a very good way to kind of practice it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of practice that Hebrew as well. So what we're gonna do is go through our colors. Go ahead.
Just to lamb back, you know what I'm saying? Picking it. Just to add on to what obviously Qadash said, it's an excellent tool. Whether it be Assyrian or the ancient, you can find it in both. But you know, it's an excellent tool to send to a brother or sister in the truth. Send to a brother or sister in the school. Just randomly send them a text in Hebrew and wait for the response. That's excellent. That you know, it keeps all, and that type of activity will keep us aware. You know, so we're not just coming here Friday and then not thinking about it until next Friday. But as we always say, it's going to help to immerse us in actually using it. Ryan knows there was one Sunday morning a few months ago where there was some bread and water that was purchased.
Okay.
It was in the truck when I got on the road.
Okay. Some Lashawan in Miami.
Exactly.
Lashawan Miami. Okay.
Exactly. So, I had to tell it the water and I wrote it all out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's those type of things that help.
And you know what you in Swaka, even what you saying, and maybe that's something we Virginia does have a Facebook page with just the family on it, right? Maybe that's something we need to start doing. You'll see a lot of our different posts that we put on there. So maybe that might be a good idea to start putting different messages and so forth on our boards, you know what I'm saying, in Hebrew. In Hebrew. So maybe we might start doing that. Yeah. But no, look, I was just gonna say something there too, that she said something about it, right? That nigga left it. You know, I was gonna say, depending on how long it takes for them to decipher that message, right? Well, that might be an incentive when you come to class.
And look, I would give them a little more credit than that. It wasn't quite 20 minutes. You know what I mean? It wasn't immediate, but it wasn't quite 20 minutes.
Because again, that's what makes you learn it.
Right.
You can know something backwards and forwards. You can be the best, how they say, book learned person that, you know what I'm saying? You can, but to actually use it and practice it. The thing about the ISUPK, this is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You can learn about brotherhood all day long.
That's right.
But if you never have to use it, it's in theory. It's an idea. It's not real. It don't become real until they got a whole island full of alligators and pythons that your brothers and sisters are actually going to. Right. And now the damn guy, Jose, been cutting your yard for years. You might have to hide, Jose, because them ice niggas is coming up the damn street. Now it's practical. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now it's practical. Hey, look, I look, Salaki, I know you know what that means, but look, they come and you know what I'm saying? Now it becomes a practical thing where he realized that we actually are brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? The same way that they did for us when it came to slavery time. You could talk about how slavery is wrong, but it took some Mexican, Latino brothers and sisters to say, that's okay. We'll purchase them. Come on over here. So and that was a practical thing. We got to get out of this idea of freedom, the idea of love. That don't mean anything. That's why we learn everything practically, how to actually utilize, you know what I'm saying? There's truth right here. So that's great. That's great. Somebody liked our video. Most time, Christ, y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to different videos we got out there. We're gonna try to do a little bit more going live. Like on TikTok, so forth. You're gonna see me on TikTok around. Out there, do a little bit more going live. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Y'all make sure y'all watch out for that. All right, so we're gonna do these colors in Hebrew. What we'll do, we got a couple of brothers, we got a couple of sisters on stage. We got sisters on stage.
It's sisters on stage. It's since you cleared your throat.
Go ahead. I think that work for brothers and sisters. I think that link work for brothers.
It does. I think it works for brothers and sisters. It definitely works for sisters.
It do? Yeah, it do. It works for the sisters.
Definitely works for sisters.
It works for the sisters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I haven't heard any reports that it don't work for brothers.
I think I used the last week.
You sure did.
You let me on.
You sure did. So it works for brothers too. You know? Yeah. It works for brothers too. All right.
You know.
What's that crazy?
We just saying. You know what I'm saying? We just saying. You know. But yeah, so that link is out there. We got a couple of sisters on the chat. We're gonna go through these different colors. What I'm gonna do. We said just have to go through, pronounce it. You know what I'm saying? Pronounce it and say it. When I get to that one, that aqua thara pa'a, was out there representing so hard. He's out there representing so hard. Her, the outer one, and little man was out there representing so hard last week. You feel me? Again, we just go through, have everybody kind of get a chance to stand it, pronouncing it. We'll go through that. I think that'll be Tawab. The scriptures we're going to read from tonight is going to be Exodus chapter 37 and verse 22. And again, we're going to go through that. We're going to go through that. So first up, that word color is kayan. We just went over ayan. And ayan is eye, right? It's eye. So that's the root word of color, or kayan. Right, that's the root word of it. Okay. So what I want to do is akwaf ra'aya. Starting with akwaf ra'aya. How do you pronounce that word color in Hebrew? And I just realized, right? Now these we got you. ISUPK is worldwide, and our brother Officer Rob Bond, we got these notes right here from Officer Rob Bond out of the UK.
Excellent note.
And so when they say color, they put that U in color.
They do.
They put that U in color. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they say it over there. Across the pond is how they say it, if I'm not mistaken. Across the pond.
No worries.
All right, so just not to throw nobody off, you feel me? All right, that's where our English come from. And even the devil's so devilish, he had to shorten up his own damn name. These American devils is different from the other devils.
Right.
You know, they pride themselves on mediocrity. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole other class. Right. So, how would you say color in Hebrew?
So like you said, kayan.
Kayan. You see, I have to look over the office from Tazakara. He's a little bit rough on the pronunciation. I ain't. That is correct. How would you pronounce color in Hebrew?
Salakia. You said Kayan.
There you can most right. That'll work. Go ahead. And last but not least, Princess Tazarah. How would you pronounce the word color in Hebrew?
Kayan.
Kayan. Most right. Sound good?
Good. Excellent job.
All right. Aqua Tharapa'ah. How would you pronounce red, the color?
Salaki, you said red, sir?
Khan says he said red. They hopped off, but you can go ahead though.
I don't. True.
All right, Salaki, y'all. That was absolutely my fault. I'm trying to do too much.
That was intentional to see how y'all was gonna hold up while we were gone. That was. We were just trying to see, like, we were going. They're gonna continue carry on. You know what I'm saying? This legacy, this truth. Like it's
man, Salaki.
We're back.
I'm over here doing way too much.
So how would you pronounce the color red in Hebrew? I'm almost tempted to think that might be y'all favorite color. How y'all was rocking that last week. I think you took it off screen too.
Took what off? I did. I'm doing way too much. Salaki.
Look, I gotta go through my notes. Everybody had cheats.
No, I'm not gonna look at my notes, sir. It's
What you get?
It's something is out of one.
Oh, close. 99%. Close. It's gonna be out of one. Most High and Christ. Y'all give it a hand. Give it a hand. So that's gonna be out of one. All right. And the reason why it's out of one, the root word for out of one or red is ground or Adam. Who can tell me why or what does that sound like when I say Adam, meaning ground? What does that sound like? I think they got it with that one.
All right, let's see.
Who can tell me what does it sound like? What does it sound like? This is kind of show you how all of our stuff makes sense and it's all connected. When you hear ground, right? When you hear ground and you hear the root word is Adam. What does that sound like? Who wants to tell me? What does that sound like, Princess Tazarai? Agua Tawapa? What does that sound like, Agua Fry?
And anybody in the chat
in the chat as well, absolutely. What does that sound like?
Go
ahead, Agua Fry. Go ahead, Agua Fry.
I'm assuming maybe the name Adam.
Uh-oh. Why would you say that?
Because he was created by the dirt of the ground.
Dust of the ground. Give a hand. Most times. And give young man David a hand. Young man David said Adam from the look. And you could tell he was typing fast.
Give that brother a hand.
Give him a hand. He said, look, I'm the same way, young man. I be trying to hurry and type him in, right, young man David? Yeah. And Captain like, nah, slow down. No.
Prompt.
Yeah.
I'm going to get this answer.
I'm going to get this answer in. Most times, you are absolutely correct. I walked out with my eyes. Absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying? That's on the yellow. Most times, and Aqua Tower Bob, she absolutely got it as well. It's Adam because Adam was created from the dust of the ground. Now, what that means when you hear that, Adam was created like with the rest of man and woman, male and female, that the Most High created. But Adam came from the dust of the ground, right? That dust of the ground just means a lower state. The rest of these oppressors got a lower state. Mm-hmm. These oppressors, they don't think like the way that we think. They don't have the same humanity that you got. They have a lower state of humanity. They don't have the same amount of compassion that the Lord gave you and gave us. They have a lower state of compassion, a lower state of understanding, right? So the Lord brought Adam. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, so like you're absolutely right. I just want to just add something. He's absolutely right. It is a lower state of compassion, but it's a lower state of existence. Meaning what? That's why they eat raw meat. That's why whatever they can kill, they want to consume it no matter what it is. That's why they just hunt to kill things. It's all just savagery.
Put it on the wall.
Put it on the wall as a prize. It's all savagery. That's why they are the progenitors, if you will, of the LGBTQ community.
Right.
Because there's no boundaries around their sex. It's everything is savagery. Go ahead.
So like, if I may, without being too crude, it's a hole. I'm gonna leave it right there. You know
right.
What I'm saying?
That's a simple way to say it. Right. They are absolutely savages, though. Young man David is correct. And everything about their being is that. Obviously, Yagadar and I were talking earlier before class. Even when it comes to conflict, they have absolutely no concern as far as the savagery and the bloodshed that they deliver out. But let someone on their side get harmed, and it's an absolute injustice in their mind. But they have no compassion. They have an inability to understand their actions unless something similar happens to them.
And even then, Salaki, if I may, even then, they don't make that compassion with anybody else outside of themselves.
Right.
Ted Cruz said, this is a tragedy what's done happened. People are missing their kids. He said they don't know where their kids is at. At the same time, you got ICE running. ICE went through the park in LA with tanks. ICE ran into a surgery center and snatched a brother out of the surgery center. Mm-hmm. ICE is shooting. They shooting people now. It's with rubber bullets now, but ICE is shooting people now. You know what I'm saying? Running up on the farm.
Instacart shooting back too.
They are shooting back. I'm being hesitant on running that video because you know what I'm saying. But yeah. Because and you're gonna see that happen because I really think they're doing that for that very reason.
Yeah.
They want us to react at a base level like them. You know what I'm saying? Yep. That's what they want. Then they can justify their actions or whatever. But what Officer Matazar Garaj is saying is absolutely correct. They are a lower state of humanity than you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We have
got and let me fully say this.
Go ahead.
As much as proud of them as I am, the shooting back, right? It's similar to the Montgomery brawl. I was proud of them brothers and sisters too. But our war, that's not our warfare. Our warfare is being in here, following the law, statutes, and commandments, learning our culture, learning the Lashawan Qadash. That's really our warfare. It's just so understandable because of how vicious and bloodthirsty these bastards are.
And it's good to see us fight back, because that spirit of fighting back, that spirit of manhood, that spirit has been taken out of us because of Christianity. So that's good for us to see us fight back. However, like sometimes Dr. Ross said, that has to be in the right spirit. Right. You got brothers out there gang banging, they fight back every day, but they're fighting the wrong enemy. They're fighting there. They call their brothers the ops, but their brother isn't the op. You know what I'm saying? So I love. I'm like you as well. I love to see them fighting back, but we have got to come back here to learn to fight the right way. You know how you fight the right way? By being in this Lashawan Qadash. That's how you fight the right way. You know what I'm saying? Protest won't change anything. We've been protesting shit since civil rights. We've been protesting.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can look at any video. This is the last point I'm saying before we move on to the next color. But you can look at any video, right? Any video from the 60s, from the 70s, and compare it to a video nowadays, a protest today. They're gonna be saying the exact same thing. We want free rights. We want them to treat us like human beings. Right. We want more economics. It's gonna be the exact same fight. Why? Because nothing has ever changed. Because we're fighting the wrong way. We're fighting the way that they want to fight. Right. We're playing the game the way that they have made the rules, and the Lord gave us the cheat code. For all the young brothers and sisters out there watching, the Lord gave us the cheat code. You know what I'm saying? If you in the gaming, well, we got the cheat code. We just don't. Right. We refuse to use it. We in a beta stage. You know what I'm saying? That's why we keep losing. You know what I'm saying? So I bet. So the water aqua Thara she nailed that. Aqua Ra'aya. How do you pronounce red? How do you say red in the Hebrew?
Salaki, sir. Adawam.
Adawam. Very close to Adawam, but it's Adawam. Most High Christ. Princess Tazarah. How do you pronounce red in the Hebrew?
Adawam.
Most High Christ. All right, now watch it. Aqua Ra'aya. How do you say orange in Hebrew?
Salaki, sir. You don't.
Okay, I tried to trick up a little bit. I tried.
She said you don't.
You don't. I tried. You say yellowish. You know what? You say yellowish. But I tried. I red-ish or I guess you know what I'm saying. I tried. The while she's correct, there is no Hebrew word for the word orange. If I'm not mistaken, orange is a combination of red and yellow. If I'm not mistaken, right?
I have no idea.
You supposed that's a secondary color. Yeah, red.
Why am I supposed to?
You supposed to know that. You don't get to a time without knowing the secondary color.
I don't know what my problem is. I'm gonna get it together for next week.
No, you know what I'm saying? But red. But again, there's no word for orange in there. You know what I'm saying? Next up, though, the next one is going to be yellow. It's going to be yellow. Princess Tazarah. Princess Tazarah. You know what I'm saying? What color is that shirt you got
on? Tazahab.
Word? Tazahab? Okay, most high Christ. That look like one of them new vision creations. Yeah, let us see it. If you don't, if that's the wild, let us see what you got going on. Most High Christ, y'all get like that. Look like one of those new vision creations. If you are watching, you know what I'm saying. You want to go to New Visions. I went on Facebook.
On Facebook.
On Facebook, you can go to New Visions. Again, we're gonna have a couple of commercials coming out for that as well. You can be UPK fresh and win your Tazahab shirt. Just like Aqua Princess Tazarah just told us, you know what I'm saying? Aqua Tharapa. How do you say yellow in Hebrew?
Tazahab.
Tazahab. Most High Christ. What does it mean?
Yellow.
What does it mean? Look at your screen. It's right there on that. Right underneath it.
To gleam in Salakia. My eyes is bad. I'm looking on my TV.
You got it now. That's all right. You about to see. You said gleam and what up?
And shine.
Gleam and shine. Yes, I have. It means to gleam and shine. Gleam and shine, which is that yellow. You know what I'm saying? And aqua ra'aya, how do you pronounce yellow in the Hebrew?
Salakia, sir. Tazahab.
Tazahah, Most High Christ, Most High Christ. Aqua ra'aya, why I got you on the line. How do you pronounce green? How do you pronounce green in Hebrew?
Salakia, sir.
Yeah, that's the hard one.
Keep getting these.
I heard it. It was something.
Oh.
We're gonna go back and watch.
Salakia, sir. Rainan.
Give her a hand.
Give her a hand. Most High Christ. See, I said it because it was close to your name. It was very close to Ra'aya. You know what I'm saying? Right now, that's how you would say green in the Hebrew. That green means to grow, luxuriant, or fresh, or green. All right. Aqua Thara Pa'a. How do you pronounce green in the Hebrew?
Green is ra'ain.
Close. Try it one more time, sis.
Salaki, I heard you. My eyes are so bad right now, and I had to look on my TV.
That's all right.
You good?
You almost there. I want you to try one more time.
Ra'ain.
Close. Right nine. Right nine.
Ra'ain.
There you go.
Most High Christ. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. And Princess Tazarai, how would you pronounce green in the Hebrew?
Rainan.
Right now, Most High Christ. Give her a hand.
I remembered it because you said it sounded like mommy's name.
Yep, it's just like mommy's name. All right, so now, since I got you online, Princess Tazarai, how do you pronounce blue in the Hebrew? This is one of my favorites right here. How do you pronounce blue in the Hebrew?
Sakalah.
Sakalah. Most High Christ. Give her a hand. Sakalah is how you pronounce pronounce blue in the Hebrew. Princess Tazarai. Salaki, Princess Thara Pa'a. How would you pronounce blue in the Hebrew?
Salaki.
You got it. Just spit it out. You got it.
No, keep getting my words mixed up. Sorry. I'm getting frustrated on my own, sir.
You got tha, ka,
kala.
You got it.
Most High Christ.
Put it all together.
Kala.
Most High Christ. You got it. Good job. And aqua ra'aya, how would you say blue in the Hebrew?
Salakia, sir. Akalah.
Bakalah. Most High Christ. Well, my devices don't like this internet. No, I was going to ask how to say blue sky, but I want to make sure I say it.
I don't think.
No, y'all right, Most High? Okay, you're right. We want you know what I'm saying, get to the advanced classes right now. I see Aqua Ride shaking her head. I bet. Let's scroll down on the page. Let's scroll down on the page. Now that indigo or navy would fall underneath blue. All right, that indigo or navy will fall underneath blue. What we're gonna do is our next color is gonna be purple. It's gonna be purple or violet. All right, now that will be pronounced aragaman. All right. I just want to go through each one, everybody. Aqua Thara Pa'a. How would you pronounce purple in the Hebrew?
Aragaman.
There you go. Origami. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Aqua Ra'aya. How would you pronounce purple in the Hebrew?
It's like you, sir. Aragaman.
Arigaman. Most High Christ. And Princess Tazariah? How would you pronounce purple in the Hebrew?
Arigaman.
Most High Christ. Yeah. Most High Christ. All right, so next one is going to be black. It's going to be black. Black is one of my favorite ones. Black. You have black. And Salaki, for origami, right? That the meaning of it is purple or purple dye, foreign origin. It talks about the royals, those Pharisees, those scribes, and how they wore their purple. Purple wasn't expensive. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the more expensive colors. Niggas had purple. They had a little bread to them. Right. You know what I'm saying? And now if you're in a UPK, you can rock purple and it's going to look glorious. For the Muslims out there rocking purple, them niggas ain't us.
I'm thinking, who is it? It was a couple Passovers ago. Well, no. Not this Passover, last Passover.
You talking about Aqua, Slakia, Adawan, Yerushalayim, and Captain Demarmoth, Captain Demarmoth, and Adawan, Officer Yerushalayim. Yeah, killed the killed it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Captain Demarmoth, that was a remake. That was a remake of one of the elder priests, one of the generals from before. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was.
Obviously, Roger Mouth is cool too.
It was.
But we just highlighting this because we understand the what's the word I want to use. We understand the bad taste that purple might have in
just like
mouth for the brothers.
Just like rainbows.
Exactly.
The alphabet mafia in the community have hijacked rainbows. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Them fake Israelites done hijacked that color purple. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But even so obviously Rashomon, right? It's a little sad. Even when I think about obviously Rashomon from that purple, I always get bad flashbacks back.
What you mean bad?
Because I didn't have my covered in. You know what I'm saying? For young man David and the young man, I didn't have my covered in. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't no Hebrew Academy graduate then. So when I think of Officer Yerushalayim and that purple, you know what I think of? I think of us standing out there saying, yeah, we gonna go through. I got just thinking about the thing, but yeah, that's what I think about. That's what I think about.
You got PTSD.
A little bit. Just a little bit. But we back. I bet. We back. Purple is origami. We was already on black. I went all the way back. All right, so black is Shaka War. Black is going to be Shaka War. All right, and that root word for Shaka War meaning is done. All right, it's going to be done. So again, if you're out there watching with everybody, the same way we had the sister say it, you want to make sure you're pronouncing it as well.
Yes.
That's the benefit of coming online, you know what I'm saying, so you can pronounce it and say it as well. It's one thing to say it by yourself. It's another thing to say it and be corrected on it, being able to say it correctly.
Right. Because what will happen, so like if I could, what may happen is you may think you're saying it 100% correct, and you might be 99% like so many of us have been.
I think that was a shot.
That was not a shot. Listen, we've all gone through 99%.
I think that was a shot.
That was not a shot. We all have gone through 99%. Listen, I would be in the second service reading and might be 80% until overseer Rashomon says something. So, it happens, but that's the purpose of the class, to make sure that we are getting better and learning the correct way to say it. That way we don't allow ourselves to get any bad habits or mispronunciations.
Nah, that's correct.
Ingrained in us, and then we got to go back and relearn them.
And that's a good point. And that's a good point for everybody else that's out there watching. That's what happens with Christianity. You hear everybody teaching wrong. They say it wrong. Jesus take the wheel, all this other garbage. And before you know it, it's part of your vernacular. Right. It's a part of how you think and how you feel, how your ideology is absolutely incorrect. Yeah. So again, that's why we go through, have everybody kind of practice saying it. Now for the rest of them, I'm going to kind of go through and Sam. Let's start, because the rest of them are fairly easy, except for bronze or brass, that say So I'll say and I'll pronounce those. Y'all pronounce those on your own. We might ask everybody to pronounce bronze or brass. And then we're going to go to the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? I see new comments. Then we're going to go to these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See, I told you that was a shot. that's how I saw it.
Okay, you know what? Salah.
That's just how I'm.
I'll take it, check it. No sweat. We're two agree.
So black is going to be Shaka War. Shaka War. Now again, that matter of fact, Shaka War. That's a little bit closer to how you would actually say it. Shaka War. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be black. The root word is going to be Don. Select. Next up is going to be brown. Brown is going to be Chawam. Chawam is going to be brown. And that root word for brown or kham is hot. The root word is going to be kham or hot. All right. Next up is going to be white or laban. White or laban. All right. It says to be white can also mean to purify or to make bricks. All right. And that's going to be laban. Next up is going to be gold. Gold is zahab. You notice it sounds very close to the yellow, right? Sounds very close to the yellow, very close in colors as well. But that element, the origin is the element gold or zahab. All right, zahab. Everything that they get from us. Everything they get from us. And the things like gold and silver will not change. All throughout time, gold and silver have that's amazing. They've maintained their value all throughout time. And the reason why we lost ours because we stopped going by what these scriptures say. So as much as they try to denounce the scriptures, say ain't no God, none of that. But exactly. Yeah, I bet they believe in some gold.
Oh, definitely.
Gold is zahab or the element gold. Next up is going to be silver. It's going to be silver. And the word silver is kasap. Kasap. Kasap in the Hebrew is silver. And the origin of silver, the element is the element silver, and also is the word for money. So when you're reading the scriptures, that word for money is going to be kasap or silver. When Judas betrayed Christ, to them damn devils, that's what they paid him in. They paid him in them 30 pieces of silver, 30 pieces of kasap. That's what they paid him in. When you see a puffy that betrays his people, it's for the kasap. All right. So again, kasap is silver or money. Now, next up is going to be bronze or brass. It said Christ had skin that was bronze or brass.
Damn right.
Bronze or brass, as if it was burned in a furnace. So not only was it bronze or brass or copper or bronze, but it was like it was burned in a furnace. And I don't know if y'all have ever put any bronze or brass or anything in the damn oven. What color turned out? I don't know.
Black.
Shock of war.
Yeah, right.
I was looking for shock of war. But it's gonna turn very, 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 very dark. So that word bronze or brass, I just want to go through for the sisters that's online. I'm gonna have y'all pronounce that one. And then we're gonna get ready. I think that might be the end of it. Then we're gonna move on to the scriptures. All right. So we're gonna start with Princess Tazarai. We're gonna start with Princess Tazarai. How will we pronounce bronze or brass in the Hebrew?
Nakashaf.
Nakashaf. All right. Aqua Thara Pa'a. How will we pronounce bronze or brass in the Hebrew?
Nah.
You got it. It's okay. No, you got it.
Nah.
Most Christ. That ka can be a little difficult to say, but that's how you nailed it. Sounded good. Aqua Raya, how will we say bronze or brass in the Hebrew?
Salakia, sir. Nakasha.
99%. No, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. You did excellent.
Craig. Good job. And those are going to be your colors in the Hebrew. Those are, you would say, your colors in the Hebrew. Give everybody a hand.
Excellent job.
All right, so it's 8:58. We're going to move right on to the scriptures that we're reading for the night. Say, my brother, we're going to start with Aquafariah at Exodus 37 and 22. Right. Exodus 37.
You still want to put it up on the screen, right? But I'm
correct.
I'm battling with screens.
Most times, I might be able to pull up. I should be able to pull up on mine.
Can you?
Yep. Should be.
Right, y'all give us a second. Mine is back to real strange.
So, sir, I should be able to pull it up.
There we go.
To what?
Might. I had the font too large. So
okay, I got you.
Now I know Aquafariah already has. That's what started?
Yeah, Aquafariah is going to start. I'm going to go to Aquafariah is going to do 22. I'm going to get Princess Tazarah to do 23. Okay. I'm going to get Aquafariah to do 24. Everybody else just read along.
Do me a favor. Go back to stream.
Gotcha. So you can watch. Okay, most correct.
1 second.
And for everybody else that's out there watching, what we're using is the Blue Letter Bible. You also have an app called Bible Hub. There's also different apps on your phone that you can put it up with the Hebrew. What we like about this Blue Letter Bible is going to put it in forward inline format. That'll be format. What this does is break down that root word from your prepositions, from your subject pronouns, and so forth, and it makes it just a little bit easier to read.
If you want to walk through it real quick, just maybe with the first couple words.
Oh yeah,
show the breakdown. You know
exactly. So okay, so that first word was they're not.
No.
Their first word is they're not.
Hey, she didn't call you that. It's on your phone, not on mine.
Be like the.
Yes, she did. She called you.
So if I'm not mistaken, they're not. I think that's like the notches on like the branch. If I'm not mistaken.
Great question.
When it says they're not, but when you're reading that, right, that first word, if you look down at the bottom of that, it shows you the root word, right? It shows you the root word, and that root word is kapakawar, right? That's going to be your salaki. Kapathawar.
Salaki, where are you?
The first one, the not.
Kapatharia. Oh no, you're at the bottom. Salaki.
Yeah, I'm at the root word, so it'll be kapathwar.
Kapathwar, yeah.
Kapathwar would be your root word. So by us knowing that root word, that's going to make it a little bit easier for you to decipher what it's actually saying at the top. So kapathwar is the root word. When you get up to the top of it, it's saying they're not. So the root word is just not, kapathwar. But they're not, right, is going to be kapathwarya. Kapathwarya, that's going to put that possessive salaki, that possessive pronoun on the end. And also it's going to put the hum on the end of it. So now you have your there. So this is they're not. So this is how you will pronounce this. So now if I'm reading this, I would say kapathwarya hum. Kapathwarya hum.
That's going to be kapatharia.
Kapatharia hum. Salaki. Kapatharia hum is how I will read that. So it's gonna isolate that root word. It's gonna give you your prepositions, your possessive pronouns, and it's gonna show you how to actually pronounce that word together. So in the beginning, and even for me now, like when I'm reading, a lot of times I still use the Blue Letter Bible when I'm reading. Some words. Go ahead.
I like it. The Blue Letter Bible, the forward inline is a cheat code. It's a great tool to get an understanding of the different. Again, we talk about it in Lashawan Qadash often. Knowing the root word, the prepositions and the possessive pronouns and things of that nature is kind of the key to understanding how to speak Hebrew and how to read Hebrew. The Blue Letter Bible, the forward inner line, gives you that cheat code, because as Officer Yagadar said, it gives you an understanding of what the root word is. It gives you an understanding of where the conjugation is as far as the preposition and the possessive pronouns and things of that nature. Now, that being said, it's not. What's the word I want to use? It's not ultimate. It's not ultimate. You're still gonna have to know.
Correct.
You're still gonna have to know. You have to have some understanding. But again, that comes with coming to class. So what?
And it comes from the oppressor. It's an amalgamation of the translation and the oppressor as well.
Right.
So again, we use it, but it's not the end all be all.
And to that point, if I could, you can't. The reason why you can't rely solely on this is because this is based off Jewish Israeli Yiddish.
Yep.
And so having an understanding of how the language works will help with the Blue Letter Bible. The reason why I call it the cheat code is because you're not going to necessarily, you all can see as on the screen where it has the quote unquote English pronunciation there. You don't want to use that. Like never. You never want to use that, but it'll help. The breakdowns help. So, Salah.
All right, so hopefully that makes sense. We're going to start with you with Exodus chapter 37 and verse 22. Princess Tazara, I'm going to have you read 23, and Princess Tharapa, I'm going to have you read 24, and then we're going to call it a night.
Salaki, sir. Kapathi, what y'all say? Kapath, Yaham, Kapath, Kapathar Yaham.
There you go. Excellent. Right there, you got
it. The water. Wakana Nasdam.
Okay, so this is Salaki. That's going to be Wakwanathma.
Nathma.
Wa.
Hold, please. Hold on. So the ma is at the end with after the slash. Salaki. Mm-hmm. You're right. Yeah. I mean, I know you're right, but all right.
I understand.
All right. This is a mamana.
Yep.
Hayawa.
Mm-hmm.
Kalha. Did I get a yes?
Correct.
Oh. Makwasha.
Okay. Makwasha.
Akath.
Akath. Yep.
Right. Akath. That's that Akath.
Hakath. Zahab.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, exactly.
Tahawar.
Osiris
Christ.
And I'm going to read it in the English. Maybe. Okay, yep. I'm going to read it in the English. Exodus chapter 37, verse 22. Their knots and their branches were of the same. All of it was one beaten work of pure gold. And if I'm not mistaken, I can kind of see the branches. You ever seen like the different branches with the leaves and the knots on it? Mm-hmm. That's what it's referring to. I think the oppressor took that and put that on a lot of their crowns because they like the men like to be associated with the fields and the flowers and so forth.
All that, right.
All right. So the water for that, go ahead.
So like you said, so just for my vocabulary section, Tahawar is pure.
Khan. Tahawar.
Daughter.
Yep. And there's Captain Tahawar.
That's Captain Tahawar. No sound right.
All right.
The rawest artist in VA, one of the originals, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mosaic Crack. All right, Prince. Yeah, he really is. He's a very humble brother. Very humble brother. You would never know. And I think that goes to say for a lot of the men above us. Their presence is so what's the word I'm looking for? It's so big, it's so grand. You know what I'm saying? Right. We see their presence when they teach, but when you meet these brothers in person, some of the most humble brothers I've ever, met when you meet them in person. General Muhammad, Commander General Muhammad, when you meet them in person, I mean, you can see them online and be like, I don't know if I'm gonna shake this nigga hand when I see him. You'll actually meet them in person. And some of the most humbling, most down to earth brothers there is. You know. So what you laughing about?
So I'm not gonna call no names.
All right. Most right.
But here's a quick story, right? Here's a quick story. This has nothing to do with Lashawan Qadash, but you make a great point. Because some of the generals, when you see them teach, it can be it can be tough.
I already know what it is. I know.
It can be tough. It can be tough. It can be harsh. It can sound rough. But there's one of the generals in particular. He has a way.
I know that you're talking about.
He has a way of, especially sisters.
Yeah.
He has a way of communicating with sisters. It takes about 30 seconds, maybe 30 seconds. And he would change their whole perception. And so it's
all love, though. So
it's absolutely all love. It's absolutely all love. And all of the generals come from a perspective of fathers and grandfathers for everybody that's in the nation. And they have love for brothers and and sisters, Salaki. But to your point, they can come off. The appearance is one way, especially when we're teaching, when we're at camp. But the reality is we're at war when we're doing that. But when when we have these high holy days, when we have these events like we're going to tomorrow, when we have these cookouts, we have some excellent men above us, from the high ranking officers to the captains to the generals, everybody.
Now you're absolutely correct. And that's just love. I think I saw a post that said that when you hate the truth sounds like hate.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? And when you're not used to love, you've been taught that love is hate and vice versa, that love will come off as abrasive. You know what I'm saying? It'll come off as this is just mean and wrong. But nah, that's what real love sounds like.
Damn right.
Real love is correction in the Bible. We go to brotherhood class all the time. Love is correction. That's what them brothers are. They love you. They're not gonna mind correcting you. You know what I'm saying? All right. So
and one last thing I'm gonna say, if I could, and this is more for the brothers, right? I mean, sisters get corrected, but brothers, we are in this work, and the question, it's gonna come a time when most brothers, you're gonna have to, you're gonna be tested with it.
Swallow your pride.
You're gonna be tested with a correction. You're gonna be tested with a checking, and that's really gonna determine. Whether you're a soldier for the Most High or not. When we are in the world, we are convinced and we are told that we don't have to stand for somebody talking to us any kind of way, and they can't talk to us this way, and you got to respect me and all this nonsense. When you come to the truth, you want to be a soldier for the Lord. If you want to be a man of the Lord and be a priest and prophet and build up your nation, then sometimes, hey, you're gonna take a checking. You just gonna take a damn checking.
All right, so we're gonna go with Bachucha, but we're gonna go with Princess Tazara. You're gonna be next with Exodus chapter 37 and verse 23.
Okay. Let me put this down first.
All right, hold on. So
I'm in the wrong place.
All right, there we go. I was hoping you were gonna say that because I knew one of us was in the room.
Wayash.
Wayaish.
Af. Narathiaha.
Most High in Christ, excellent.
Shabaya. Wa mala kwakayaha.
All right. So put it together. It's going to be ma malakwachyaha. Wa. Give me wa first.
Okay. Wa malakwaya. I think.
Ma malakwachyaha. See it? Most High in Christ, excellent. All right, we're going to put it together. So it's going to be wa makhafafiaha.
Wa ma khafa yaha.
Excellent.
Sorry, correct.
Zahab. Thawar.
Tawar or tahawar.
Tahawar.
Excellent.
Good job. Now I'm gonna read it in the English. Exodus chapter 37 and verse 23. And he made his 7 lamps. We went over them numbers and them colors. He made his 7 lamps and his snuffers and his snuff dishes of pure gold. Everything that the Most High does is very specific. You feel me? So again, I think I've said it before. This whole notion of we can just do it how we want to. We got a Burger King way of serving the Lord. Have it your way, and that's just not how the Lord works. He's never been like that. Everything is very specific, which it should be. If you're a father, you're a mother, you want things with your children to be very specific.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how it's supposed to be. But that takes work.
It does.
That takes work. And that's what we're not used to and accustomed to because of Christianity and because of these doggone religions and these damn devils.
Damn right.
Being a slave, you know there's a meal coming because they want you to keep working on that field the next day.
Exactly.
It's a meal coming. You know what I'm saying? You might get beat. You might get assaulted that night, but it's a meal going to be coming at the end of the day. It's a meal coming. You know what I'm saying? But we have got to get out that mindset. So the Wadi did a great job, Princess Tasha. We're going to have you wrap it on up with Exodus 37 and 24. We're going to have Aquathara Pa'a finish us up with Exodus chapter 37 and verse 24. I just realized we had gold in every last one of their verses. Everybody had gold. Most of that
excellent. I mean, it was between the gold, the colors and the numbers. So what?
So whenever you're ready, Aquathara Pa'a.
You know what?
Okay, there you go.
I had to restart my TV, sir.
That's okay. That's all right.
Salakia. Kahar. Kakar.
Yep.
Zahab.
Zahab, you got it.
Ta'ar.
Tawar. Yep. Aisha.
Salakia.
It's okay. You say it all the time. How you say you? Atah. Most High Christ. Wa'ath, yep. Call, yep.
Kalath.
Call Yahah.
Kalaha.
Most High Christ. Give your hand. Most High Christ. Great job. All right, so in the English, Exodus chapter 37 and verse 24. Of a talent of pure gold made he it, and all the vessels thereof. Y'all did a great job. I ain't gonna tell you that. I just kind of, you know what I'm saying, colors just came to me for a lesson. I ain't gonna say all that. But it just so happened colors was in all the scriptures and the numbers tonight. So y'all did a great job. All of y'all did. What we're gonna do is like we always do is at 9:17. We're gonna go around. Just go around. Make sure everybody's Tawab. I'm going to start with Akwa for Aya. How are you doing tonight? We can go in. Yep, there we go. You got it. I want to see something.
Shalom Tawab, Salakia. Shalom
Tawab. Most High Christ.
I appreciate the dynamic duo being together again.
It's always different when we together. I always enjoy it. Always enjoy it. I think it makes for a better class. It's the water.
We're gonna have to figure this out when the school opens in North.
Yep.
Yeah, this is gonna have to be something that's a more regular basis.
We
definitely gonna figure it out.
I agree. We gonna get it. We do have a school, y'all. We got a school.
If anybody don't know, I
think I'm gonna hopefully this week we do a official post. I've seen Las Vegas got an official post, so I think this week we'll probably have an official post. I've been trying to just hold off to everything.
Right. We're trying to get everything buttoned up and tight before it's official. But it is coming along.
But you did a great job, Aqua Fry. You know what I'm saying? We did a great job, the water. I didn't see your sidekick with us tonight. I didn't see your sidekick.
Was she in the chat? She was in the chat.
I didn't see Aqua up the bar in the chat.
She wasn't able to be here this afternoon.
She out there clubbing, huh?
With a walker.
So I'm just playing. For everybody watching, I'm just playing.
Clever with the Maserati.
Our sisters don't be out there clubbing. I'm just playing for everybody watching. You know what I'm saying? We did a great job. Yeah, we definitely did. At the water. Next up, Aqua Thara Pa'a. You did a great job tonight. How are you doing tonight?
Shalom Ka or Shalom Ya.
There you go.
I'm saying that right?
Now you got it. Shalom Ya Tawab.
Shalom Ya.
You got it. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. But yeah, you doing okay though? You Tawab?
This little one right here, my son, he just lost his first tooth. And he just turned 5 last month.
I don't know if there's any ice cream, but they gotta give him ice cream. That's what that is. He get ice cream in his teeth.
He don't like Salaki. He don't like ice cream or sweets. The only thing he likes to eat is bag of chips.
Well, he can't get no chips.
That's tough with a long tooth.
They gotta get in some Jello or something. They get some salt. You can't have no chips.
That's good Hawaiian, bro.
Maybe that.
Hawaiian.
Get them ready for Hebrew Academy.
Give
them some bread. But most High Christ, the water for you joining us tonight. You did a great job. Last but not least, Princess Tazarai. How are you doing tonight?
Shalom Yatwab.
Okay, Most High Christ. You ain't got no plans for the night. You in for the night. What you got going on?
Right now, I'm just playing with my fidget, and then I'm gonna watch the original Scream movie with Ghostface.
Oh, okay, Most High Christ. You like scary movies, huh?
No, I like murder mystery movies.
Oh, that's a mystery movie. It's not a scary movie?
It's not scary to me because it's like a murder mystery. You gotta figure out who's Ghostface.
Okay, I got you. I like scary movie, but I take it. I like scary movies. I like to see the Edomites chop each other up, put on masks. You know what I'm saying? Make a mystery of that. That's what I like to watch. But it's all good.
I couldn't sit through that. If I tried to watch Pennywise, I'd probably run out of the room.
I know.
I forgot what you said.
I like Pennywise. No, but I got you. Most High Christ. Well, look, you did a great job tonight. The water for you joining us tonight. And you know what I'm saying? We really appreciate all of y'all attendance and y'all commitment. You know what I'm saying? To come into class. Did you have anything to say to the students tonight?
Listen, excellent job as usual. Excellent participation. Again, I can't say it enough. I say it. I think almost every class we're in, every class I teach. being here on a Friday night is not something that is typical. It's not something that's typical. It says a lot. Again, whether you're on stage or in the chat actively participating, it's not something that the world does. It's not something I mean, Friday night is party time. Friday night, most people in the world are pre-gaming right now so they can go out in the world and do all kind of unlawful acts. All right. But being in here and learning your culture, learning your language, and putting forth that effort, taking your notes, I can't say it enough. Most High in Christ, give out higher. Hey, she said, "There's a party in and of itself," and that's how we should. That's how we should feel when we're with our people. That's how we should feel when we're with our people, being righteous and following the laws. It shouldn't be. We are not the Christian church. We say it all the time, right? The Christian church. I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but I remember, the times I was at the Christian church. Nothing was fun about the Christian church. But when you are around your sisters and brothers and learning your history and learning your culture and learning what brotherhood is and learning the scripture breakdown and learning the Lashawan Qadash, that's what should be enjoyable to us. And being around each other, being in safety, all of those things matter, right? So being in this class on a Friday night, y'all give yourselves a hand again, right? Give yourselves a hand again, whether you're online or in the chat. Again, I'm always, follow up with the plug. Being on in the chat is good. Being online is better. But you all are still doing so much more than brothers and sisters in the world. So give yourselves a hand.
Most sorry Christ for that. Most sorry Christ for that. Like we always say here, the scripture said that the kingdom doesn't come with observation. You can watch. You can watch all you want. Yep. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be just like the murder mysteries that Princess Tazarah watched. You can watch them. It's a whole different thing about you participating. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole different thing with you participating. Ain't nothing wrong with watching, but this is our life. This ain't entertainment. This is our life. This is how we're gonna build this nation. And what you don't want to do is us to get to that wilderness, and it's gonna be your first time interacting with your brothers and sisters because you just been watching the whole time.
Out here thirsty as hell. I don't know how to ask for some
Princess Tyler Brown, gonna come up on my Shalom Khan. You gonna be like, right. You know, like you say, she asked for you want some water, you want kasama yum, and you're gonna be like, thirsty, I don't know what. Right. Don't know how to respond, but you're gonna know what she talking about. Because you know what I'm saying, again, you just been watching the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So again, you just want to make sure, jump in while you can, because we're not gonna have this time for that much longer. I don't know if y'all pay attention in the news, we're not gonna have the time this much longer. The oppressor is showing you who he is. He is just as vile as he's always been. Absolutely. They are cheering. They're online taking pictures. They're online, and this is the last thing I say before we get everybody off the screen, but they're online going to where alligator Alcatraz is at, where our brothers are threatened with pythons and alligators around them, where they're feeding them with foods with maggots in it, where they say they have mosquitoes out there the size of their palm, and there's no heat. So that you in middle of Florida, southwest Florida, Tornado Valley, right? With mosquitoes as big as your doggone hand, with no heat. It flooded the first day that they were out there.
Tell me about it.
It was flooded the first day they were out there. This place is rated for a Category 2 hurricane, and they know it's coming, but it's already flooding with just the regular rains. You know what I'm saying? It's flooding. Toilets overflowing. Food with maggots in it. It is hell on earth. And you got devils going up to the sign where it says Alligator Alcatraz with their children taking pictures.
And Salaki, if I could, it's not a far cry from what happened right after chattel slavery ended with lynching and them being out there with their children.
And that's what I was going to compare it to. That's exactly what I was going to compare it to.
They breed savages because they are savages.
That's right.
Good night. And again, it becomes so important that we stay focused on following the law, statutes, and commandments and staying locked into this truth. Because again, this is our warfare. This is how we come out of this. We don't come out of it any other way.
Yep.
It's a lot.
But no, that's crazy because that's exactly what I was going to compare it to. They out there taking pictures in front of these signs. And I remember them pictures of us hanging from a tree. A brother they done burnt up, mutilated, stuffed his genitals in his mouth. And you got them walking in Sunday service. Sunday service with their children, cheesing, taking pictures of us And they doing the exact same thing right now. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes, there's nothing new under the sun. And it's happening all over again. But the difference between now and then, we knew then we need to call on the Lord. That's right. We need to get our shit together. We need to start doing what the Lord say do so we can get us up out of here. That's right. The difference now is the church not telling you to get your stuff together. The church telling you to pray to the oppressor. It's telling you to pray to these inhumane people to be humane. Please love us. Please just love us. Don't you see we good people? Please just love us. That ain't never going to work because it's never worked. We have got to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. We have got to come back, gather ourselves together, O nation, not desire. And this is the time. They showing you who they are. They showing you exactly who they are, and it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. As they daughters and they sons are floating in the river. Floating in the river. I did a video of them Mexican sisters that saved over 20 of them little white girls. They saved them. And do you know they was all in the comment section saying, hey, I don't care. They're illegal. They need to get out the country.
And this is what I'm talking about. Salaki, if I could. The Bible says, and I'm paraphrasing, when the righteous are empowered, the people rejoice. When the wicked are empowered, the people mourn. I might even have that back. But this is why we have to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, be in our proper place so that the world can benefit. Yep. We have to benefit first, but everybody benefits. Everybody is going to benefit when we're in charge. It's just like, if anybody remembers last year, Passover 2024. Passover 2024, when we were at that hotel at the black party, and there was a complete blackout. Anybody who hasn't heard this story, right? We're at Passover. I'm going to try to make this as quickly as possible because I know we passed and up over the time. We're at Passover Friday night. We're at the black party. Every basically adult who's in the ISUPK is at the black party, right? But everybody else who the children and those who were keeping the children, things of that nature, they're back at the hotel, and there was a blackout. Aqua Tazarai was there. And when I say blackout, I mean pitch black. On purpose. Right? And when the ISUPK put shamar on every floor, different points of access to every room, not to every room, but to every access inside the building. And here's the reality. We weren't the only people in that hotel. It wasn't just ISUPK, but guess who benefited because we were there? Everyone else. Even them damn Edomites. Elam was safer. Everybody was safer. Why? Because we were in charge. Aqua Ryan said it as well. And we were in the parking lot. We locked that entire hotel down. I think we was IDing the police when they came to the listen. Nobody was moving. There wasn't too much moving too fast because it's 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and there's no lights and no security. All you had was but who benefited? We benefited first, and so did every other person that was in that hotel. And that's that's the kingdom of the Lord. That's the kingdom of the Lord. That when we are in charge, right, everybody else is going to fall in line with what we are doing, so that it's going to be better even for them. Even for them. Now, you're absolutely correct, bro. And that was, like Aqua Fry said, it was a very powerful moment. For everybody that was there. Yeah. I think even the hotel that was trying to, treat us halfway, treating us dirty the whole time, even the staff walked away saying, like, yeah, these niggas ain't like the rest. They're not like everybody. They're not to be played. And that's how it's going to be for the world. Again, because the devil doesn't care about his own children. They don't care about us. And for us is out there watching. If they don't care about their own, what you think they think about you? Exactly. You feel me? If they don't care about their own, they don't care nothing about you. And they're so slow. They so damn slow. When the Bible says the children are their oppressors, and a woman rule over there, they're a child of mine. Absolutely. Because I mean, they white man slow as I don't know what. I'm just being honest with you. I mean, but I said it before. He's not the brightest. He got a handful of plays. I won't even say that. I think he might be the dumbest. He might be about the damn. I haven't met too many people that's slower than them, man. They are slow. They got a handful of plays that run very well, and that's why we got to stick to the law, statutes, and commandments, so we're not susceptible to. Until you get out the country when they didn't get no invitation here, but that again, we're gonna definitely get together and do this again. The water for everybody that joined us tonight.
We're going to go ahead and get y'all off screen. I'm going to get through these security announcements. We have held y'all long enough. Y'all did a great job. Okay, I will make sure I ain't get us off screen.
I did earlier.
No, I know. I'm just a clicking. You know what I'm saying? So, again, for everybody out there watching, you know what I'm saying, the Water, Young Man David, Officer Yabakar. Again, if you catch this album at a later time, make sure y'all getting these classes. Y'all getting these classes. The scripture says it's going to come a point in time when, hey, they're going to look for the priest and prophet, and we're not going to be there.
That's right.
We're not going to be there. And I ain't finna sit here and tell you that I want to be here forever teaching. You know, hey, I'm not going to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna sit here and lie to you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Lord, wrap it up 7 hours from now. Well, you know what?
Well, that's what you got.
What we got left in that bottle? We got anything left in the bottle? That's might as well drink that. Might as well go ahead and drink that on up. You know what I'm saying? But nah, you know what I'm saying? Again, the wild for everybody that joined us tonight. This was the Lashawan Qadash class. Well, we don't really do it like this too often. You know
we don't. And most times,
most times, what it is though, we're gonna have to do this.
Do it again.
What it is though, look, we're gonna have to. This gonna have to be a history of brotherhood.
Absolutely.
Then we can, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be able to rant and go on Salakia, right? We're gonna be able to do our whole rendition of Captain Knocked Us Out in the Shower.
Right.
You know, be here at 11:35. You feel me? We're gonna be until 11:35. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all right. You feel me? I love my captain. I don't care nobody say shit. You know what I'm saying? But the water for everybody that joined us tonight. I'm gonna read these security announcements. If you don't have anything else, I don't want. Most High Christ. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohanan. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of the Bible, that blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians are God's chosen people. And in that very same Bible, them niggas out there posing in front of alligator Alcatraz, they are the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? Rules for a new brother or sister when they come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're trying to share themselves of the world. We're trying to get all that Christianity off of them, all that Islam off of them. All that garbage that the world done dumped on us so we don't love one another and we don't know what the Lord really actually said. We trying to get that all off of them. You know what I'm saying? They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in another brother or sister, the teacher is going to arrange it where they can speak to one another. And after another 6-month period, that brother and sister will have the opportunity to court each other. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no just coming here. We don't. That's the Christian church. We don't do that in here. You feel me? Sex is marriage, and marriage is forever. You feel me? So with anything you do, you want to make sure you be real particular and for sure before you jump down in them damn waters, which is what we don't do in the world. And we're going to do that in here. We protect every brother or sister that come through that door up in here. Right. You know what I'm saying? Tithes, which is a commandment found in Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. Now, if you don't know what ma'ashara means, that means you ain't been in Hebrew class enough. And you need to work on it. You know what I'm saying? It means 10th. In the Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High give you, you want to give to the Treasury Department. You don't mind spending it on Jordans. You don't mind spending it on a damn bundle. You don't mind spending it on alcohol and drugs and everything else you ain't got no business spending it on. The Lord said all he asking is for 10%. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so there's also a free will offering for the priest. It's not mandatory. That's going to be whatever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation, I think it's September 5th. If I'm not mistaken, but it's going to be in September. We have Feast of the Blowing of the Trumpets. Feast of the Blowing of the Trumpets. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to our social media platform. Call that number, 757-550-1204 to get further information. Or just stay tuned.
Salaki, it's Sunday, September 21st.
September 20th. How the hell I get to? Well, September 21st. I'm about 16 days off. It's going to be September. That's to the red cup. September 21st. September 21st for the Feast of the Blowing of the Trumpet. That's so us. That's so the Most High. We didn't celebrate no damn Christmas. We celebrated the Most High Passover when he unalived our enemies for having us in slavery. We celebrate the blowing of the feet of the trumpets. That's when the Lord has called us together Hey, let's go. It's time. It's go time.
And if I could,
go ahead.
Just like what was it? Last month, whenever it was, when they had that 250th celebration of the American military and whatever.
You can call it a celebration.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was wonderful. It was wonderfully horrible. But just like America, you know what? America should celebrate, their military. But guess what?
It should be.
The memorial blowing the trumpets is the celebration of our military, our culture. We were always a militant culture. We had rank order. We have a military order. And that's when we recognize our culture. And so it's very important, again, September 21st. And as the date gets closer, brothers and sisters, more information will come out. And the High Holiday and Sabbath Service Department will be in contact. So,
most I know you to wild. You wild the water for that other one. And if any brother wants to be a trooper, you want to be a trooper, you want to be an officer, you want to be like my brother next to me, you know what I'm saying, Officer 1000, Mataz Zachariah, you want to be able to speak that Hebrew fluently like Officer 5000, Yerushalayim. You want to be able to break those scriptures down. Like Captain Nakazat Nashah, it all starts with that number, 7575501204. If you're in the Virginia area, you want to get an all black boots, shirts, headbands, war scarf, come in here, ready to work, ready to put your brick in, ready to be checked like a man in here and correct yourselves and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? If you're a sister, you can't be a trooper, but you damn sure can be part of this school. You feel me? It's not about observation. It's about y'all being participant, being active with your family. 7575501204. The water for everybody that joined us tonight on this Lashawan Qadash. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see the rest of the family tomorrow. Delaware is opening up a new school. Give them a hand. Delaware has officially opened up this school. Give them a hand. Virginia officially is going to be opening up very, very soon. It's ready to roll. It's ready to roll now. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be official. But with that, again, the water for everybody joining us. You're going to get one courtesy salute to all the brothers out there. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabrakatham. To all the brothers and to all the Akwathmen. Yahweh Shema, Adatham, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. The water is you.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West.
Man, it's gonna save all them tapes right there. Yo. And then the reading right here is, she asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely. 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 And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me. Best salute me. Absolutely. She asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely. 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 And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me. Best salute me. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bible in my right and a chopper in my other hand.
Everybody is trying to find and recreate their identity of so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Every few years, black people get a new identity.
America wants the black man, the Latino man, the Native American man to his blood, sweat, and tears. They work us to the damn bone.
Come and pay a visit for your last year. I'm truly up. Make a move on us, we tune you up. Absolutely, man, we know you cause you ain't fooling us. In that cut, with them
Things made for whom? Our state. For whom? Our state. This whole world was made for black, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And the other nations know it. And because the other nations know it, they make sure to keep us underneath them. Come upon you before the fifth angel of the Lord come upon you, black man, Native American Indian man, Hispanic man. You understand, man? It's about to get oppressive out here. You only have I know, man. You only have I know of all the families on the earth, man. Right? You only have I know, man. So therefore, he will punish us for all of our iniquities, which is our sins, man. Out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of Jerry Hunt. We are not affiliated with any fake Israelite groups or anybody else. Today, we're bringing out the truth of the Bible, that the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians are the true Jews that the Bible speaks of. That's right.
about you, then get you. You don't speak about it, it's not an issue. This one West world got a ring to it. I married the truth, put a ring to it.
She asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me, best salute me, absolutely. She asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me, absolutely.